everyone, welcome back to the Sacred Flow Art channel. So, pregnancy and hula hoops. Is that even possible? Can you hula hoop while you're pregnant? This discussion is going to share ins and outs of hooping while you're pregnant and things to consider. I'm Liora of Full Circle Phenomenal, and today marks the beginning of my second trimester. So the answer to the question and curiosity is yes, absolutely you can continue hula hooping throughout your pregnancy. However, there are some things to consider. First and foremost, what are you hula hooping for? Are you a flow artist looking to improve your skills? Or are you not a flow artist, you haven't practiced hula hooping very much, but you're considering it now that you're pregnant for exercise purposes, or maybe a mixture of both? Either way, you're still going to be able to hula hoop while you're pregnant, and I encourage you to do so. Of course, by the time you really start showing and you're getting into like the last ends of your third trimester, it might be more challenging to hula hoop around the waist because you're going to have a big belly, right? But you can still do hula hooping. Also, for exercise purposes, hula hooping is a great core exercise that is not going to overwork your body or overwork your abs. When you're pregnant, it's important that you're focusing on the exercises that you're doing and doing them very consciously, because we don't want to open or expand the abs, so we want to be very careful with deep twists. We also want to be careful with exercises that really work the abs. So planking, sit-ups, things like that are not recommended for while you're pregnant. However, hula hooping is not super rigorous, so it's totally in the realms of can do while you're pregnant. Regardless of if you're hula hooping to improve your flow art skills, or to exercise, or to do a little bit of both, hula hooping, and this is another point, hula hooping isn't just the traditional hooping around the waist, as a lot of us think or are conditioned to think that hula hooping is as we're kids and as we're growing up. Hula hooping is a complete practice that incorporates the whole body. You can knee hoop. You can waist hoop, of course. You can hoop around your neck. You can hoop around your arms, you can hoop around your elbows, you can hoop over the head, and you can incorporate so many other techie tricks that create beautiful illusory effects. So I highly encourage you to expand your flow. Check out some of our other tutorials here on the Sacred Flow Art channel so that you can expand your collection of tricks and incorporate them into your flow, using less of your core if that's what you're more prone to do. On that note, it's important to pay attention to what kind of hoop you're hooping with. So heavier hoops, this is a lightweight hoop, but heavier hoops are going to be more, let's say, uncomfortable around your midsection because there's just more mass there, and your whole body is going to be impacted a lot more when you're pushing it to keep it around your waist. However, a hoop like this, which I got from the Sacred Flow Art website, this is a Celestial Poly Pro, and it is my favorite hula hoop by far, and also my favorite hoop to use while pregnant. Granted, I'm still in my first trimester, so I'm not massive yet. I haven't had the experience yet of hula hooping with a big belly, but definitely stay tuned, as I'm going to be making more discussions like this on the second trimester and the third trimester hula hooping practice. Okay, so now we know why we're hula hooping while we're pregnant. We know about the kinds of hula hoops to watch out for, or at least the kinds of hula hoops that are going to be easier for around the waist hula hooping, as well as the reminder that hula hooping is not just around the waist. Last but not least, and I feel this is the most important part of considering hula hooping while you're pregnant, is to listen to yourself, listen to your body, and don't listen to the mind as much, because your body is going to know best, intuitively. So ask yourself authentically, is hula hooping going to be a good practice for me to integrate while I'm pregnant? I asked myself this during the beginning of my pregnancy, and the answer came out absolutely. I'm already a practicing hula hooper, so why should I stop? Because there's a little life growing inside of me? Yes, that's absolutely important to consider, and I do every time I pick up a hula hoop, every time I step onto my yoga mat, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop exercising. Exercise is super important to continue while you're pregnant, and it's also super important to be aware of the kinds of exercises that you're doing while you're pregnant to make sure that you're creating space for your little one to grow and that you're not causing yourself or your little one any harm. If you don't feel like hula hooping as often as you did before, that's okay too. I personally, during my first trimester, took a lot more naps than I'm used to, and practiced hula hooping a little bit less than I'm used to as well. But that doesn't mean that I stopped. This is one of my life practices, and I'm proud of it. And if you are too, then I suggest you continue to hula hoop. Just make sure that you're listening to your body and incorporating the kinds of movements and tricks consciously. Take it slower, continue to breathe more and breathe more consciously. Make sure that you're getting warmed up and that you do proper cool downs as well. We'll leave links in the description for the warm-ups and cool downs that we've already created, and I'll put some thought into doing a pregnancy warm-up and cool down for you mothers out there. Stay tuned for that. Please also like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. Help us grow the flow arts community around the world, and support by checking out our Patreon account, patreon.com/Unite the World Firsthand. Stay tuned for more as we continue to drive around the world with our flow arts, with our baby, creating an epic story for you guys to follow along. And we'll see you next time.